All right, folks, welcome back. Of course, we're discussing the distemper in the major opposition party, the PDP. Politics, we're told by Niccolo Machiavelli, the Italian political theorist, politics have no relationship to morals. Balaji, but politics is the art of controlling your environment. And it is driven mainly by interest.
Yeah.
Do you see an unseen hand somewhere? More like the voice of Esau, hand of Jacob?
It's very much possible, because in Nigeria, you can't, anything is very much possible. You see, today, Wike is a bride that everybody is interested in for so many reasons. He has the population of River State, that's, and apart from that, he has a deep pocket, and these are very essential things in politics. It's personal money, but he's in charge of
he keeps the purse
exactly
of River State.
Yes. So even if nobody is even pushing him, he's a bride that everybody will want to woo. The PDP will want to woo him because what they stand to gain, the party stand to gain, and even the APC. Because the loss of the PDP will be the gain for APC itself as a party. Or Labour Party. You understand? But as it is now, we don't know whether, although he made an accusation, he came saying an accusation that there's someone in the presidency that is pushing what's happening now.
Pressing the button.
Yes, pressing the button. It is possible.
That they have shared positions and so.
They have shared position. And these are the things he's fighting for. That, look, who is going to speak for the South? Assuming it was PDP that won that election in 2023. Who will speak for the South? Because you have the president coming from the North, we have the chairman coming from the North. So who is going to talk for the South? And he has his reason,
Ibn Abu, I asked the question because in the past, how many weeks now, he's been flirting with politicians of different camps. Rightly or wrongly.
Take it or leave it. Wike is a gladiator when it comes to Nigerian politics. And of course, everyone wants to have him in their camp. However, what I see Wike doing here is, don't lose me. Hold on to. That's what he's telling PDP. Because he has the numbers, he has the money. Whether it's his money, whether his pocket is deep because of the state's purse, he has the resources. So, for me, I would advise that PDP backtrack and re-strategize and look at how do you pacify those who are disgruntled. Because now we are seeing the face of Wike, but he has his followers. And they are all very formidable.
But look at the logic. If the PDP at this time elects to change who the flag bearer is, who came number 2?
It's Wike. But I don't see that one happening, actually. Yeah. Okay. I don't see that one happening. What I think is likely to happen, because Atiku is not likely to relinquish that hold. I think this is probably going to be his last chance for that to contest us.
Is even too late to even consider that?
Exactly.
It's too late.
So I think where the issue is coming is that chairmanship position. And even if you are trying to pacify, if you want Wike to, you want him to support, to toe the line, what are you offering him?
That is worth it.
Because
to him, it's like the BOT is not worth it.
It's not exactly.
Look, do you think in your heart of hearts that Wike is thinking of himself post-2023?
Well, even if he's doing that, even if he's thinking about himself, what capacity, I'm sure he's not asking that they should make him the chairman of PDP. He probably would want to put someone there, even if it was considered to the South, So, but if the fact is that once you see why Wike is strong today is because he's still governor of River State. immediately leaves that seat, the influence, the power is going to go down.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I hear Ada is joining us from Jos Plateau State. Ada, good evening to you. Good evening to you.
Good evening. Journalist Hangout. It's Ada calling from Jos Plateau State.
Welcome, ma'am.
You see, this problem of PDP, what I don't like is this idea of playing politics without principles. Last year, October, I heard the chairman, he said it on national television, we all heard him. He said that if the presidential flag bearer of PDP, since they decided to throw it open, because if you go by their whatever they call it, it's not supposed to go to the north, but they now decided to throw it open. Then they now agree that if it comes from the north, then the chairman will come from the south. So that was on that note. So when Ayu came up now, then Ayu himself now said he will resign. So this idea of he's saying now that he has a 4-year mandate, it's not that here nor there. And then I blame their flag bearer article, knowing that he has gone into this race for more than 3 times now. He's the one that's supposed to solve this issue. But you can see the reaction of the NEC as if it was a gang up, Maybe I don't know what went behind the scenes. So it's ridiculous.
Okay.
After calling them children and boys.
Thank you, Sister Ada. Thank you, Sister Ada. We got you first time. Ibenabo, Ross Perot, the great American politician, said, war has rules. Wrestling has rules. Boxing has rules. But politics seems not to have rules, just as Ada said now.
You see, we have gone past those days where you become ruthless when it comes to politics. People are watching, and people are so expectant that you can't afford to come across as someone who lacks integrity. And that is what is playing out here. From what everybody is saying, it is obvious that there were promises made. You made a commitment.
But have you thought about it? There are 2 key principles here, 2 key things. One, the chairman must go according to Wike. And a northerner should not be the flag bearer of the party.
I want to believe that, by now, everyone is sympathetic with, or those who are sympathetic with Wike, they base it on the fact that Iyorchia Ayu and the party agreed that if a candidate emerged from the north, then the chairmanship should come from the south. So I feel if they could play it that way, it will go a long way to douse all of this.
Yeah, tension.
All
right, there's so much tension in the land. Chuks is reaching us from Ondo. Chuks, good evening to you. Welcome. Brother Chuks, are you there?
Hello?
Yeah, go on, Chuks.
I should go.
Let's have you.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, go on. Time.
Good evening. Yes, I'm there. Yes, my contribution is that article normally says it's a unifier. Article says it's a unifier. Yes, so if article cannot unify his party, how can he unify Nigeria?
Good question. Chuks, if you ask me now, who I go ask? All right, thank you, Chuks.
Yes, you see, I want to say something slightly, and that is, there's no human endeavor that doesn't have rules. Even the creation of God, there are rules. That's why you have day and we have night. You understand? Everything, and when there's a disruption in the rules, there's always a problem. There are rules in politics. It is only the people that are practicing it that are not following those rules, that are bending the rules. There are rules. The rules, it's stated clearly for fairness, for equity, that look, let's do this thing this way so that everybody will have a sense of belonging. Yeah. The North produces the president, the South produces the
party chairman.
Exactly. It's a rule. It's a convention. that they are all accepted and adopted, one way or the other.
What we call gentleman's agreement.
Exactly. Now, if that is the case, why are they not following it? So there are rules. It's only because selfish interest, personal interest. That's why people are not following all these rules.
I at this point, I must quote another great man of the past, Mao Zedong. You remember him?
Yeah.
The chairman Mao. He said, politics is war without bloodshed, and war is politics with bloodshed.
Yeah.
So we are facing a war of sorts. I just hope the PDP can meet at a common ground for the sake of Nigeria and Nigerians. Enough is enough. And to Governor Wike, if you are a man of peace, which you want me to believe, then let's do something, because I'm sure you can do something.